Ecuador is reeling from another day of bloodshed on Wednesday as President Daniel Noboa declared war against the crime gangs he considered terror groups. Noboa named the 22 gangs as terrorist organizations and estimated some 20,000 members are active. Since the violence broke out on Monday, authorities say more than 130 prison guards and staff are still being held hostage by prisoners. And President Noboa says the country will start deporting foreign inmates, especially Colombians, to reduce prison populations and spending. Dan Collins reports.
In images broadcast around the world, gunmen stormed the TV station during a live broadcast on Tuesday before being captured by police special forces. Hooded and gun-toting gangsters carrying pistols, automatic weapons, sticks of dynamite and grenades invaded the studio of a major television station in Ecuador's largest city, Guayaquil. Viewers watched the attack live on TV as terrified journalists and camera operators were forced to the floor by the armed men. Within an hour, Special Forces police officers had raided the TV channel, arresting more than a dozen gunmen without loss of life. President Daniel Noboa declared the country in internal armed conflict. That means gang members can be viewed as terrorists.
From this moment on, every terrorist group identified in the aforementioned decree has become a military target. The present and the future of our homeland is at stake, and no act of terror will make us give in. We will not back down or negotiate.
On Monday, Noboa, who took office in November, declared a 60-day state of emergency in response to prison violence. The move followed the escape of Adolfo Macias, known as Fito, the leader of Los Choneros gang, over the weekend. That has unleashed a wave of violence across the country.
We live in fear because every day that we go out to work, we don't know if we will return. If we will return home in one piece, and that creates an uneasiness for the family and for those who are waiting for us at home.
Videos on social media showed a gruesome series of other attacks, including car bombs, the apparent murder of police officers and lynching of prison guards, as well as attempted takeovers of hospitals and a university. Ecuadorian police confirmed the death of 2 officers. Peru declared an emergency along its northern border with Ecuador and said it would deploy troops to support the police forces along the porous frontier.
The President has ordered the immediate trip of the Ministers of Defence and Interior to Tumbes so that on the ground they can coordinate actions to protect our borders at the posts and border crossings.
The United States is monitoring the situation and offered its support, as have South American nations Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Colombia, Brazil and Chile. Dan Collins, CGTN, Lima.